One-sided relationships are never fun, especially if you pour your heart and soul in it. If you feel you're putting in more effort than the other person, it may make you question the authenticity of your connection. But there are definitely signs your partner is not invested in your relationship, and knowing how to spot them is the first step in protecting yourself from heartbreak. With this being said, my video will bring you value because I'll be sharing 3 important things to do if he's not invested in you. The first and most important thing to do is to make self-love a priority. Always remember that self-love is the best love and the foundation of your existence. There must be a renewed appreciation for who you are and what you stand for, especially when the relationship is not going in a healthy direction. Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than what you deserve. When it's apparent that you've given more than you've received, you must make a stand for what you believe in. You must make a stand for what you need, and if he can't show an ounce of empathy and remorse, it's time to call it quits. For starters, you must define what self-love means to you. It could mean prioritizing yourself, trusting yourself, being your best friend, and forgiving yourself for what you've done in the past. Being your best friend and forgiving yourself for any past unhealthy choices. Once you begin loving yourself more and staying consistent, he'll begin to come more towards you or double down on his selfishness. Either way, you'll know how to adjust better to your needs and desires. The second thing to do if he's not invested in you is to verbalize how you feel. Being transparent and communicating effectively will save you from future heartache and pain. Yes, it will be uncomfortable, however, it's worth knowing exactly where he stands. It also puts you in control of whether to leave or stay. You never want to remain clueless in a relationship that's one-sided, because a man who is not interested in you will take advantage of you, and he will continue to play on your weaknesses. First, it's best to try to understand your emotions, because if you're confused about how you feel, how will he understand where you're coming from? You also must be direct and not beat around the bush. You deserve to be treated with respect, and verbalizing exactly this is of the utmost importance. It's human nature to think of the what ifs, but again, you must push past the thoughts of constant rejection. I'm 100% sure that he's not a mind reader, so you must be vocal and verbalize exactly how you feel. For example, I encourage you to start the conversation such as, "I feel you're not completely invested in me nor the relationship. What are your thoughts on that?" And of course, his response will give you an idea of where to take the conversation. A third thing to do if he's not invested in you is to set firm boundaries. These boundaries are for yourself and the relationship. Boundaries are critical before you walk away, at the time of the conversation, and post-breakup, depending on your decision. This includes maintaining physical and emotional distance to keep you safe and to usher in a new perspective on life. Not saying that boundaries are the cure-all, but they give you a greater chance of landing more on your feet rather than face planting in a ball of shame. It's a must to prioritize self-care. Boundaries will look like letting go of codependency and having your own identity. You may even need to stop living in a fantasy world thinking that he will eventually cherish you for who you are. Unrealistic expectations may have crept in and are keeping you from living a healthy and prosperous life. It only complicates the matter if you know deep down that he has no interest whatsoever in meeting your needs and desires. As previously stated, there's nothing worse than being in a one-sided relationship. Proper action must be taken. It will not be easy, but it'll be worth you putting in the effort. So let's hear from you. Do you resonate with these 3 signs? I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. And as always, your free 1-hour coaching session is available. Email me directly at lifecoachjscott@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you received value from this video. We'll see you next time. Be safe and take care.